For now?
Go, 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 go.
Thanks for the money, stupid fuck.
I love it. Go, 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 go.
I eBay.
Hell!
Hateful slurs. Lame brain pieces of dumb fucking hateful slurs.
Why am I talking? I love it.
Hey, Mr. Brunel, you there?
I am present. I understand. He's claiming that he's got $5,000 a month in expenses and only $5,000 a month in income, and net's about $35.
It's Kevin's fault.
The topic I want to discuss is depression. Depression is not a joke. It's not something to be joked about with. You are not alone. You are not a horrible person because you have this. It's not your fault. There's still this back here. And it's still in the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind, and it's always telling me. It's WWE Champions time.
It's been tough. Over the last decade. It has. It's been tough. It's been tough. Over the last decade. It has. It's been tough. It's been tough. Phil's a beggar, Phil's fat, Phil's a loser. It's been tough. Phil's a faggot, Phil's fat, Phil's a loser. Phil's a beggar. It's been tough. Phil's a beggar, Phil's fat, Phil's a loser. It's been tough. Phil's a faggot, Phil's fat, Phil's a loser. Phil's a beggar.
Super Meat Boy is in the stream chat, whining and complaining, saying that I never talk to anyone unless they tip me or they send me money, which is completely false. All he's been doing is sitting there all night complaining that he's depressed and no one cares. And everyone's basically ignoring him because you're like, dude, we just don't care. You know, you come in and the first thing you say is you're depressed. And what are we supposed to say to that? Now he expects that I'm going to derail the whole stream to talk to him live. So let's do it. Super Meat Boy, how you doing? You're really depressed tonight, huh? You're really depressed.
My stream is my place of business.
The company's name is Brunel Productions. It is internet content creation of on-demand and also live video streaming services.
Big up to your dad. I'm the one who operated a successful YouTube channel. Please tip me. I'm the one who operated a successful YouTube channel. Because I have bills coming up. Please pay my bills. I'm nervous. Draft for cash.
You better take a sip.
Please pay my bills. I'm nervous. Draft for cash.
Get a real fucking job.
I'm the one who operated a successful YouTube channel. Please tip me. I'm the one who operated a successful YouTube channel. Because I have bills coming up. They fucked me again, left and right, and my ass is so fucking stretched out at this point. It's time to push back. It's time to push back. I'm the one who operated a successful YouTube channel. Please tip me. I'm the one who operated a successful YouTube channel. Because I have bills coming up. I've never ever used a hateful slur. Ever. And that pisses me off. I want to watch some faggot. Some homo. Fiddle's a nigger.
You better take a sip.
I'm a mature adult with a business degree.
Big. All I see you do is big. Little piggy, why you? Big. All I see you do is big. Little piggy, why you?
Now it is time. It's a segment that everyone looks forward to. One of the highest rated segments of all time that I've ever done. All right? Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. Phil's day off.
What's up, Piggy? Let's get it started.
Big ups here, cat.
It's my day off. Might leave the camera on and jerk off. It's my day off. Spend money on pools and dumb shit. It's my day off. Might go out with my bitch wife, can't give me money today. Give me money today.
This is where my fucking money goes to every month. Garbage dump, grocery shopping, pay my taxes, pet store, paying bills, blowing his money on mobile games, blowing his money on this and that. I'm spending all this money buying.
Hello, everyone. We are here.
All right.
Me and the dentist, Fantastic Mr. Sam, are in the house for another edition of the Phoning It In podcast. Hope you're all doing well
How's
out
it
there.
going?
Sam, give us an update. How was your week? Anything you want to talk about before we get things going with these awesome comments, questions, everything?
Oh, not a lot really. I'm just excited to get going tonight. I think I'm just, just looking forward to listening to some questions, speaking to some callers. You know how it goes.
Yeah, awesome. So many. We set a new record for most messages ever to get to. So thanks so much, and a lot of people in the chat room as well. Follow the links below if you want to join in on the action. Get in the chat room. You could be on live if you want to leave a message. Go to that link. Put in your name, whatever. It can be whatever you want. You don't have to put email or anything. Just push record and you record your message. So it's really easy. You don't have to have an account or anything. So it's pretty simple. Please do that if you want to. Look at this new layout we got. We're so close to 1,000 subs. We couldn't resist. Fantastic Mr. Sam put this together. Is this a live sub counter, Sam? Is that officially live?
Yeah, actually, I was worried because it hadn't updated, but it looks to have now. So yeah, it's bang on by the looks of it.
Awesome, cool. So we got a live sub counter now, trying to work our ways to 1,000. But yeah, awesome. Let's get right to the action, though. I guess before we get to our first comment, though, we should say day off for DSP. That means we get the awesome tweets coming up. So like I always say, DSP has two kinds of tweets. They are scheduled tweets and attempts to go viral tweets. And today he tried to do I guess it was attempt to go viral, commenting on the PewDiePie.
Oh, yes.
Anything worth talking about there, Sam, before we get into the comments? I'm not sure.
Well, that's all it is, isn't it? It's just him trying to catch, someone else's drama. And he always says he doesn't get involved with drama, but look what he's doing. This is DSP. You can't deny it. He's chasing drama.
That's all he does. Yes, he cannot attempt it. His whole content, as you said before, is drama, and he has to do that. Oh, that's a good idea. Bill Wilson said if we have 1,000 subs, we should have a green screen goal. We're down with that.
We're struggling for something to incentivize you all with, so maybe we could do that.
Think about that. Isn't that crazy how the green screen stuff? Like he recorded those literally 7 years ago, 6 years ago. But
something like that.
The things he's recorded have gotten some serious legs. I mean, really, they got some use from detractors and from Phil fans. Like that stuff he's done with that green screen has lasted the test of time. I mean, that's crazy.
Did he ever say what the point of them was? Because I know that they're like, there's two videos and they're listed as like green screen test 1 and green screen test 2 or something. What is the point of those? Like, outside of giving, detractors something to use, repeatedly for whatever situation you might need. What I don't get what the thinking is there.
Yeah, I don't know, but they've helped more detractors than Phil. I'm sure of that. They got the one where he's like doing the fighting one and stuff. But
yeah.
Anyways, let's get to the nonsense we're gonna get into, which is the mailbag here, and we got one from the earliest ever, the day after, I think like minutes after last week's show, we got a voicemail. So we're going to play that one first. This one's from Dang It Bobby 420. Here we go. First one.
Hey guys, I just wanted to say what my favorite DSP-ism is, and that's when he mentions anything about having a business degree. His business degree means absolutely nothing. Even if he had an MBA, it would mean absolutely nothing because he hasn't been in school for over 20 years now.
I think we played this one last week, so I'm going to go to the next one. Here we go. Sorry about that. We heard that last week.
Hey guys, my question is, if you could interview one person that knew Phil or was close to him in the past, who would you interview and why?
Okay, here we go. Here's a fresh one. Fresh one for you, Sam. Who would you interview if you could interview anyone that's close to Phil, right? So close to Phil's life in some way. You can't interview Phil, but who would you interview if you could choose anyone from Phil's life?
Ooh, it's hard to not say Kat, isn't it, really? But then she's not particularly interesting, shall we say? So yeah, I always go to Liana. I think that'd be a good one.
Yeah, I think that's probably. I think she's spicy enough to actually say stuff, which I think you might not get with Kat, who might not kind of like know what's going on. Kind of like, well, I don't even know, like what is Phil doing day off? Like, well, I just play Skyrim. Like, it doesn't seem like she'd be saying a lot, but like Leanna is just spicy enough where she might have some spicy things to say. Yeah,
there's enough distance there as well where she might be sort of a bit more comfortable. And it wouldn't even have to be that sort of nasty or anything. Not saying it would have to be anyway, but like, it would just be nice to hear it finally from her side. Yeah,
definitely. Just see, like, obviously you're way past that now, but just nice as possible. What was it like being with Phil? That's it. That would be my question. And she could go with that as she wants, as deep or as not deep as she wants. But yeah, it's crazy how like Leanna has turned into, now she's like a Detractor favorite, I think. Like, I think when she was around, people didn't appreciate her because they knew like she just was like kind of annoying, kind of wants to be the center of attention sometimes. But now they got Kat, and everyone's like, all right, Leanna's better. Go back to Leanna. It's funny.
Yeah. I mean, I said before, I wasn't really around at that point, so I'm only seeing it from the point of view of like now, and having that kind of comparison with what we have now. And she's definitely the more interesting of the two.
Yeah, definitely. But all right, let's get to our first live caller here. Someone that has definitely been on the show before. He goes by the name of Jimmy. And let's see what he wants to talk about today. Jimmy, how are you feeling today?
Good. Got off work, so I'm feeling very, very nice.
Nice.
So, yeah. I kind of wanted to talk about a general thing, which is, I remember watching a Destiny video like a million years ago about Phil's financial illiteracy.
Mm-hmm.
It's very poignant to see, especially after the whole WWE champion stuff, that he is I know it's like really overplayed to say Phil is stupid with his fucking money, because it's like one of the main things about him. But I mean, it's just how stupid he is with his money. I think the Destiny video was talking about him getting a car.
Yeah.
He was like telling about how Phil probably walks into a car dealership and gets his clock cleaned by every single fucking car dealer on planet Earth. And it's like,
yeah.
He's doing the same thing with the PC parts, where he's like going, most expensive component is the best thing to do here. Like, bear in mind, he's not building a gaming PC. He's building like a PC for like, what is it? So just like to capture his fucking streams, right?
Yeah. That's the only job it has.
Yes. So it's not doing anything else. So he doesn't need the most expensive parts, but yet he's going like, oh, I need the most expensive part, which just plays into the fact that he just doesn't really know what to really do with his money. He's just wasting it for no reason at all.
Yeah, like you can imagine him, and you're right, the car dealership, like, well, you might want to get this extended warranty, and feels like, oh, we got to have that. Like there's nothing he says no to, I'm sure,
Fucking tire insurance, fucking airbag insurance. You could probably sell him volcano insurance at the fucking point.
Yeah, like, and think about that. Like, just so people know, he's asking for $3,000 for a computer to capture only, right? $3,000 is, you could get a nice computer that can do everything, gaming and capture, but he just wants capture. That's it. I mean, that shows how ridiculous it is. There's been some news on that, by the way, not to interrupt you, Jimmy, but the provider of the PC has backed out now, and we can debate about the truthfulness of that statement, whether he was ever around, whether he really backed out, all that stuff. But go ahead, Jimmy, finish your comment.
The investor has pulled out, it seems.
Yeah.
Board is shutting down. Phil coin is plummeting, guys. Whatever can we do?
Oh no.
But no, I mean, it's so easy to troll him with that. You just offer him free shit, and he fucking does. He'll go along with it. I think. I'm surprised it doesn't happen more often because he seems very susceptible to someone offering him like free shit.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Yeah,
he's quite susceptible to it. I mean, he should have just taken Rich up on his offer. I mean, Rich just wants to be like a fucking whale now. So he just, if he's willing to whale out and give him a bunch of free shit, he should take it. But I think ultimately Phil is going to just try and scam as much money out of his viewers as he can. It's not really about the PC. I mean, you can get a fucking Dell and use that to run your capture software for you. You don't need like a high performance thing to just capture a fucking stream. You could do it on a laptop. You know what I mean? It's not going to do it. $3,000. I can't. That seems ridiculous. I feel like he would have. I feel like it is just a begathon. Like this would have been a begathon at least 3 years ago, and now for some reason it's not going to be a begathon. It's literally just a scam. He's just lying to just try and get more money. Like the begathons were a scam already, but this is just even more of like a blatant scam.
Yeah, I think I'll let you go, Jimmy. But I think that really what was going to happen now is Saturday is going to be the great computer fundraiser, right? I mean, that's what it's going to turn into, I'm sure. Like, maybe not officially, but like he's going to mention it. You know that, you know?
Yeah, that's going to be disgusting. I'm still waiting for him to find the death face mask in that. And it's going to be a new streak. It's going to be the death face mask.
Oh,
that's my
God. That's not a bad guess.
That's a good one.
Oh, yeah, that's the question of the day. What are we going to find in the closet? Yeah, that's a good guess.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
It's going to be the mask streak, and he's going to be like,
hey, you guys remember Deathface from Project 7? Well, I'll wear the funny mask. I don't care.
So many people behind the scenes were asking, where was that mask? I can't believe we found it. You know, it's nonsense. Yeah, what?
Like, so many people, but it's like just one guy in chat going like,
where's the Deathface mask, Phil?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
one person. One person means tons of people backstage. That's what it means. One person.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Jimmy. All right, Jimmy. Thanks for calling. I'll let you go, man.
See you later.
Awesome stuff from Jimmy. Yeah,
Cheers,
that's a good. That's what we should have done for the question for sure. Is what we got to find in the closet, and that's a good guess. The death mask would be that fits the criteria, right? It'll be cool enough that it's kind of like a reveal. I'm doing quotation marks because it's not like exciting, but like it's exciting enough, don't you think?
Yeah. Do you know what? That's a really good call. That is the mask. Yeah, that's a brilliant one for him to accidentally stumble upon. You know, in inverted commas.
And then wouldn't that be though? Now it's even more monetization of Project 7. You know what I mean? Like that's basically what it would be. He finds a way to further monetize Project 7 after the Rambo and Howard stuff. But let's get to another voicemail. Here we go.
Hey, that being said, I love the show. I wanted to share something that drives me crazy about DSP, and that is that he does not understand how to be a live streamer or what makes streams fun to watch as a viewer. So live streams are fun to watch because they're live. Anything can happen. If a streamer is playing a game and something more interesting comes up, they can change on the fly and do that instead. But Phil has this concept of derailing the stream, where he is going to play a game from 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock uninterrupted. If anything interesting comes up and you bring it up, you are derailing the stream. It's so stupid. It's like if you just want to watch 2 hours of gameplay uninterrupted, you could just watch a video. That's not what live streams are for. It's so frustrating how he doesn't understand just the basics of what he's doing. I was wondering if I could get your thoughts on what you guys think about derailing the stream.
That's a good point. So Ben here, thanks for the nice words, Ben. And Ben says that, Phil doesn't get that the point of live streaming is being flexible, but Phil plays live streams like they're just YouTube videos. You click for 2 hours and I'm going to do this for 2 hours. Anything that's not this is derailing. So his question was like, isn't that like, I know you had a whole video about this topic. Like, it's so silly he is so... This is what we're doing for 2 hours. If you bring up something like just 1% not on topic, it's derailing the stream. You know what I mean? But it's like, isn't that the fun part? You know?
Yeah, I mean, that's true. He cannot adjust on the fly, and that kind of sums it up really. He's just doing like a whatever it is, 3-hour YouTube video, which is kind of the I don't know how what the word is, but it's kind of like the point of one of the videos I put out. I think he's not streaming in the traditional sense of the word. What he does is very much a unique thing to him. Sorry to use the word unique, but yeah, I struggle to put it into words, but the way he chops up his content and the way it's all sort of regimented, yeah, it's weird, and it bugs me, but it's what makes DSP.
I think he doesn't have the self-confidence to let the chat kind of decide what they're talking about. Like, he can't let that control go. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes your chat has awesome chats like, oh, cool, I want to talk about, I don't know, ET or something. Whatever is topic, it's like, oh, cool, that's a cool conversation, but it would never happen with Phil. He's like, guys, can we get back on topic, please? I'm playing the game here. You know what I mean? He has to be in control. Any form of losing control is scary, so that's derailing. Please don't derail. But okay, that's a very good point, Ben. He definitely is like, he's doing YouTube live, really. He's doing a YouTube video live. Yeah. That's what he's doing.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, he's it's like he's doing. Yeah, there's no better way of saying it. Yeah, it's like a live YouTube video. Very strange.
If you change the idea of the stream, it's you're derailing. So please don't derail this stream. By the way, guys in chat, no interesting talk. Don't derail it. But let's go. We got a question here from one of the best countries in the world. I think is definitely. It's definitely Scotland, and this guy is from there, I think. So, King Jad, could you please welcome us to your presence here and say hello? What's your comment, question, anything you want, my friend?
Right, you're an arse. You're a wee arse, you know that. And you know I heard you before the stream started. You know that.
I know. I know.
All right. I think at WWE Champions thing, recently we had the revelation that Phil didn't realise his phone was visible on his daily crap thing. I think this is probably one of the worst things Phil's ever done. It's actually might be the worst thing he's caught himself doing on camera since the happening. I think because everything before, now hear me out, everything before then in terms of WWE Champions, it's always been us against him for like the word. We've never actually caught Phil properly doing it, even though we've got all this evidence on our side.
Yeah,
we've never actually seen Phil tied to it, literally tied to it at his end. He's always just said, nope, not me. And like, what we want to do, we point at all evidence, but Phil can just keep saying, nope, not me. This is the only time I think we've actually ever seen him with a game on his own goddamn video.
Yeah, I think you're right.
As to all the evidence that kind of appels up against him, but it's just an incredible revelation that if he didn't even realise that his phone was there showing the damn screen. He was just too busy playing with, his daft wee cat that was trying to fucking bite his hand off. But it's one of those things I think is not. It is a big deal, I think, in the grand scheme of things, because since then, Phil's had several low support days. Final Fantasy has saved it from being a complete disaster.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that's kind of kept him afloat for tips.
Yeah, I think you're right. Like, the first day back, real quick, the first day back, though, he had a big, like the first stream back, right? Everyone was watching, like, how's he going to react? It happened on Sunday. And that day, kind of before, I'm sure a lot of his real fans could see anything, he had a big support day. Since then, it's only been Final Fantasy support, and then night streams have been shit, which is why we got the extra special video last night.
Even some day streams as well.
Yeah,
some day streams have been fair.
Yeah, and it's clearly, it's way early, guys. Don't say like, oh, Phil's downfall, Phil started.
Oh, no.
But he's had some low streams. That's definitely good shout out there.
It's just so much evidence against him, though, at this point. When we look at it, it's like his past addiction to the games. Do you actually realise how many days he's played this consecutively? I'll drop some. So he had this game installed almost 2,000 days ago. February 11th, 2017 is when he installed WWE Champions. Yeah. And he's been playing consecutively for 1,638 days, otherwise known as the 1st of February 2018. He's not took a break from this game since 2018. It's the start of the year. And what's happened since then? He's going through a bankruptcy and everything. Is that before or after the marriage? I'd love it if it was before the marriage. He actually spent part of his wedding day playing WWE Champions. That'd be fucking amazing.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a good... Someone should figure out... Go to his Instagram and you can see when he got married.
What has happened? What has happened since the 1st of February 2018? Everything that's happened since then, Phil always made sure that part of that day involved WWE Champions. Because for him, it's always WWE Champions time.
Yep. And King Jad, want to be clear, King Jad is pointing out someone found his stats of his account, literally found the information there. It's on Meerkat's Twitter. You can see the link of it. It also shows a lot of other facts, like his win rate and stuff. And his win rate on the game is 99.5% win rate, which for me seems like a nightmare. But I know if you're losing, you can just close the app and you don't count as a loss, which is, again, that doesn't seem very fun to me, but I know some people might care. But Phil is winning 99% of the games. How is that fun, is my question. I mean, is that a fun game? I mean, I maybe some people can enjoy that. I don't know. Not me, though. Jesus. Winning 99% of the time seems like torture.
I mean, that's actually a strange thing to kind of say, because people say that people that are obsessed with gambling, they actually don't like winning all the time because it's like bad. It's like they like the rush of winning eventually.
Yeah.
If you win multiple times, it's like a bad thing for them.
Yeah.
I'm not a gambling addict, thankfully, so I'm not too familiar with it. But it's so weird. But it's obviously the kind of endorphin rush he thinks of being good at a game. The one rare game on this planet that Phil is actually good at. I know it takes is about $100,000 worth of investment or something over several years. I don't know, but it's remarkable. It really is remarkable how much of a money dump this game has been for him, and how much better off his life could have been had he not gotten addicted to this game.
Yeah, it's great. I think you're right. That is, it's probably the biggest on-screen revelation since anything. I mean, I think you're right about that, because now it's literally, it's not bullshit, crazy foil hat, detractors saying shit.
It's not just us versus him anymore. Exactly. It's not us against him or his word. We can see it on screen, and he's just stuck his head in the sand, ostrich mode, denying everything possible and just banning everyone to even mentioned it. It's there for all to see, and I'm surprised. I'm surprised he left it up, to be honest. I mean, also he found out, like, why have I got so many more views on my daily crap compared to usual? I was like, oh shit, I should have babysat that upload. Oh well, but he just left it up.
Yeah, I know. I don't know, but King Jad, awesome stuff. I'll let you go here, but I'll drop a link. King Jad, please go follow his channel. He's an awesome dude. And thanks.
And please subscribe. To that being said.
Awesome. Thanks, man.
Hey, thanks, man.
And
just to
go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead.
Just to confirm, the wedding was, or the Instagram post about the wedding was April the 11th, 2019. So,
okay.
Yeah, well, he was definitely, it was definitely WWE Champions time at some point during that man's wedding day.
So you can guess yourself how close it was to the honeymoon. Just think about it in your mind. At some point during the day, he turned on that app and had to get those gems rolling.
Yep.
That's bad.
So sad.
And okay, just in case no one caught that, since 2018, he has logged into the game every single day. Every single day. That is crazy. That is, I haven't done anything I mean, think about anything in your life that you've been, the most success with you ever have been. Have you done it for that many years straight, every single day, 5 years? I mean, I haven't.
That's some heavy commitment right there. And yeah, when you put it like that, I've barely had a job for that long, things and stuff like that. It's like I've always hopped from job to job. It's like, yeah, it's a long ass time to be playing a game, man.
Yeah. And don't think this is just like King Jad was saying. This shows that it's not us crazy detractors making shit up. I mean, this is it, guys. This is showing the writing on the wall that 5 years straight, that's how strong addiction you need to spend as much money as Phil is. And now we have proof that he does have that addiction that is required to spend the hundreds he does. You know what I mean? That's why I think Phil really is in financial distress, but it's not because he can't pay his bills. It's because he's paying so much for an app, right? That's the problem.
Yeah. Well, that is his bills. Like I would not, I don't think it's a stretch to say that if he wasn't playing this, he would be very, very well off.
Yeah.
Even with all of the whatever happened after the bankruptcy, I don't know what he's having to pay. I don't really follow the whole financial stuff side of things. But you've got to imagine, he could be living very, very comfortably without this game. I mean, I know that's probably a very it's an obvious thing to say, but
it's crazy.
It needs to be said.
Yeah, and he's also not. Also, don't forget that was lying on his bankruptcy forms. I mean, that's just totally it out there. But anyways, let's get to the voicemail. We got so much to be able to get to. Let's keep it moving here.
Hey, my dudes, this is Mario Faker, and my question this week is, how does he get away with it? Specifically, how does Phil constantly skirt around TOS and not get banned from YouTube or permanently demonetized? I mean, he got departed from Twitch for hateful slurs, and yet the same content uploaded to YouTube is okay with Susan? Do you think he has a dedicated contact there like he had on Twitch? He adds Team YouTube on Twitter sometimes, so I don't think that's the case. But how is it that content of Phil is getting taken down, but content by Phil is left alone? Anyway, I just wanted to hear your opinion. Thanks.
Also, Mario Faker again, one of the first caller on the show ever, the first person to ever leave a message, Mario Faker. So awesome. But his question is basically, how is he avoiding TOS, breaking TOS on YouTube? And really, who knows, right? I mean, sometimes I wonder if we don't know, obviously, what level of detractors flagging everything he does is out there, right? I wonder about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine if you got 100 emails a day about Darkside Phil and your YouTube team. He's like, all right, here's 100 more for Darkside Phil again. We don't watch this? Nah, it's fine. It always is. You know what I mean? Like, I wonder how often they really see the stuff he says when they get stuff every single day, I bet. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I think, I mean, other than him just being sort of, overly sensitive and wanting to kind of control the narrative, I think that's probably the thing that's on his mind the most. The reason he doesn't address these things initially, all he knows how to, the only thing he knows how to do is to kind of bury his head in the sand. And I think that's possibly why, or certainly one of the major reasons, is that he's just, he can't lose this. He lost Twitch. He cannot use YouTube. I mean, it's, this is where he started, and he needs YouTube. And I do wonder if that's like the first thought in his head. I'm just not going to say anything, and then it'll just go away, and everything will be all right.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I wish, like, I know that's definitely why he's become this kind of most boring version of Phil he is, but he's still, as you've seen recently, says the nonsense about slave trade and black people, and that kind of, he kind of lets that stuff slip out sometimes, which it is against TOS, I guess. Who knows about TOS exactly, you know what I mean? But what can you not say? What can you and can you not say? You know what I mean? But anyways, all right, let's get to our next call here. Good stuff there, Mario Faker. Michael Johnson is in the house. Let's see if he has something to say or comment. Hey, Michael, what's going on? Question, comment, whatever you like.
Doing good.
Nice to talk to you.
Well, I guess going back to what everyone else said, but especially for WWE champions, the thing I will never understand is you pick the most boring game out of the hundreds of games when, and I had been trying to look this up, when the most popular games is Pokemon Go, one of the most successful games that gained a lot of popularity in just 2 years, it's an impact. And you have Fire Emblem Heroes, you have even Mario Kart Tour, that you pick reskin Bejeweled.
yeah.
This is and if that game is gonna put him in debt so badly, then I think it's great we found out all the information because it now makes sense. And I talked this with another Detractor last year with Dante Crisis, and the fact that every time he has these big quote unquote bills, you always know it's gonna be something to do with WWE champions. And especially what's been going on now, like his begging, we are reaching that point where we're seeing how much the impact of the losing the vestry has got him. That it slowly but surely was kind of coming to fruition.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's more apparent. It's more apparent he is losing his mind, and not just losing his mind to that game, but losing his mind to all games. Like this, he thought his last resort, his biggest hurrah, was going to play Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah.
That's become a train wreck. He forgot Vincent.
Oh, yeah.
These old games, these old playthroughs aren't working. He could have played some new games. We got 2 of them coming out tomorrow. I'm picking up both of them tomorrow. And it's safe to say, especially him trying to catch clout again, it's like He was trying to catch that ball with Pro Jared. He tried to get that big attention to himself, like with ZK2. It's not working.
Yep.
And besides his feeder wife, that cat hates him. It really hates him. And I am in the same belief that that cat, he declawed. And he's going to... What Phil needs to do is actually look at his content and think how to reconstruct it. He needs to put his videos in order. If I could spend 30 minutes a time trying to upload videos, and no one watches my stuff, by the way, he could take the time to put his views in order, because I have him subscribed, and I know his videos are in order. He also needs better titles. Like, do not clickbait your title about Arab's goddamn death. Everyone knows about that death. There's not a soul of the live stream that does not know that death.
Yeah.
So he needs to actually think about it. As he starts slowly losing more of his wheelchair, like Rob, he actually going to start saying he's lost his mind tomorrow. And he's going to talk about PewDiePie. He's going to talk more about the drama he's read. He's also going to probably talk something about The Last of Us Part 1. We are basically going to see how much he's going to drag a lot of stuff out going forward into August. So I don't see Phil going down, even though I said end of the beginning of the end with Dante.
Mm-hmm.
But I do say that we are going to start slowly seeing Phil's decline in both his content and his mental state, because he cares so much about WWE Champion side.
Michael breaking the bombs this week for sure. Yeah, I think all good stuff there. I think that one thing that's interesting, not to get too psychological with the whole WWE Champions thing, but this is Steve of the Dead's area of expertise. But I wonder if a game like that, right? It's very simple, and you kind of you're in control of everything. You know what I mean? Like, you can't control the pulls you get, but you can kind of, if you spend more, you can get better pulls. You know what I mean? Like, I wonder if that's not lots of stuff he doesn't have control of, Phil. So I wonder if a game like this, a simple game, you're in control of, if you ever want to win, you can get a win. I wonder if that's not his kind of therapy, or like his kind of escape, right? It's this little simple game that he can, he's always a winner in that game. You know what I mean, Sam?
Yes.
Yeah. I think that's probably right. Yeah. I think you're probably right.
Win.
Yeah, I mean,
he wants to win.
He wants a place to win. Go ahead, Michael.
He wants to win. Like, a lot of people do get upset when they don't get the characters, the weapons they want, and trust me, I've seen that. But I think Phil wants to be on top, and he wants to be big. He wants to win. That's why he gets more agitated. He doesn't win, even when he tries to play games safe.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen that even with Kirby. Like, the fact that he lost the final boss, like, it is Nyx all over again. Which, by the way, I actually do want to see Phil come back to Persona, and I want to see how he now reacts, because now he's going to act so weird to not try to be in any relationship, which you can kind of avoid. You can't avoid that. Well, not in the Makoto Yuki's route in Persona 3. Minako's route, you can. It's just, you do not want to know how you're going to see Phil react to the Ken stuff in a way that would not be good. So, and hope everyone clips that if he does play that next year. And 4, because we're gonna see the same nonsense people have with Persona 4. Yeah. And 5, he will play Royal. He will go back to Royal, and he'll find out it's a lot more easier, more accessible, easier. I mean, not just easy.
All right, good stuff, Michael. It's good stuff this week. I'm gonna let you go. You got a lot of good stuff in there though, but awesome, Michael. And I think that's a good point of how. I mean, the point of it's crazy if you think about the actual game, but I think if you go outside of that a little bit and think about it, right? I think it makes sense to have a game like that. You know what I mean? It's not some kind of challenge. He just wants to go in this world, and I'm in control of this world. This is where I'm in control of everything. Because in his real life, as we know, there's a lot of negative factors around there. You know what I mean? Like people with more nefarious objectives than us. We're just talking about Phil, but you know, he has to deal with that. Every other comment in your chat is trolling. I mean, that's got to be tough. You know what I mean? I mean, let's face it. That can't be fun.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I think that's pretty bang on actually about having something that's so easy, because he's, you know, he clearly likes to be in control and he likes to be winning. So yeah, that I've not really thought about it like that before, but that would make sense. I just like going back to what Michael's saying. You know, I feel like, you know, if he wants to make better content, he really could. You know, I still wouldn't watch it, but I wouldn't watch it unironically. But you know, it's just, I think what it comes down to is just like he's trapped because it's all he knows. Plus, he's so lazy. You know, he just doesn't want to. He never wants to learn to better himself, and it's very frustrating to see, because it's, you know, it would be so easy for him to change things up slightly and just, you know. It's like what I forget what his name was. The Australian guy came on and said, you know, like about him doing the kind of, you know, the like the racist stuff.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't be in support of it, but I would be more. I would respect him more for being more like that. You know, just because he's picking a lane and being a bit, you know, of more of a personality. You know, it's very frustrating.
Now it's just like Phil's the worst of the worst, right? He has the chat holding his hand for every single game. That makes it, there's not even fun fails anymore. I mean, let's get real. His fun fails are all gone because he gets chat's help. He doesn't say anything interesting because he's trying to be so, you know, middle of the road, new Phil. This is new Phil. What old me used to say crazy stuff. I was the king of hate. Now the king of hate is so laughable now. Like, Imagine Phil in your mind, the picture of Phil laying like, yeah, go to my forums, the king of hate forums. It's like, come on, Jasper Kitty. That's what it's. Come on, Jasper Kitty. What are you being so silly? All right, guys, check out my forums, the king of hate forums.
What are we hating?
What do you hate? All right, cool. DN for you. Last warning here, buddy. I'm trying to get you in the chat room, but you're not joining yet. Give you one more chance. And we're going to get oh, there we are. DN for you. How are you, my friend? Any question, comment, whatever you want.
Oh, the microphone's on. The microphone's been on the whole time, huh? I don't even know.
Yeah, you got it.
I just want to say that I think it's kind of insane that he claims that anybody who's a troll is just this person that lives in their mom's basement, where most of us have like a wife, a kids, houses, and like a normal life.
Yeah, well, Phil thinks that's you're below him for sure. If you have a job, what are you, crazy? You nuts.
Right, yeah, you know, I work 40 hours a week, heaven forbid. I got a real job.
What an asshole.
Yeah. Let me just go ahead and ban this idiot.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah. Get the fuck out of here. Why don't we even talk? Awesome. Anything else though, my friend?
Nope. I just think that it looks like the whole phone incident there on Sunday probably is coming back to bite him, considering he's gotten some low streams the past couple of days. So
yeah, it'll be interesting to see tomorrow. Because sometimes, you know, when he did the extra special beg video, and those usually do have an effect. But what is the game that's going to come? Hold on, I know I can find it quickly because it's 18,000 schedules. So Friday is going to be mainstream. Whatever did not get played on Wednesday's mainstream. What is this? What is the schedule? Go fuck yourself. He's going to be playing something on Friday, so we'll see how that goes. But
try the audio version. Maybe that'll be clearer.
Yeah, let me check that. I got to check that next. But, all right, man. Thanks. Awesome comment. Funny stuff.
Yep. See ya.
Good stuff there. Yeah, I got to check the audio to see exactly what he's playing on Friday, because of course, the visual version is not helping me out. Here's a hot take. Phil is so into these GIFs now. Have GIFs jumped the shark? I really think they have now. It's like all boomers using GIFs now. What's your thoughts on that, Sam?
No, you know what? Like, I think it's still okay to use GIFs, but it's another one of those things where it's like, it's not okay for DSP to use GIFs. It's just, I can't give you a reason for it, but it just comes off as like boomerish and like, you know, the fact that he's like just doing it now, kind of, you know, it's so DSP.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
it's like he uses the first one that comes up, like the Justin Timberlake one, like looking like he's like annoyed. It's like that's so like 15 years ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like I don't do it often. I do it sometimes, you know, but I definitely think about it and I spend way too long picking one. But you know, because it's DSP will just go like, you know, disappointed face or something, and that will be the first one, and it's like done. Right, move on.
Perfect. This is gonna get a lot of engagement.
Yeah.
Oh, he did get a little traction there with the latest. He got 12 retweets and 16 likes, so that's
not
almost viral. But anyways, all right, let's get there.
Going back to those,
go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, going back to those audio schedules. I'll still never ever not be excited when I see like 2 of 2, because like I'm just waiting for another one of those ones where there's just a snort. That was just the greatest thing ever.
If anyone doesn't know, that's definitely worth listening. You can find it. Yeah. It's 2 of 2 and just starts with that. Or remember back in the old days when you start a video and just be a big fat snort on the beginning? It's like, all right, at least work on that. I don't like to make fun of the snort thing. Maybe he has a real problem, I don't know. But like at least wait till after the snort to push record. That's something you can, no matter what your affliction, I feel like you can do that. I feel like, all right, okay, it's gone, push record. But push record, then do the snort, then we start the video. Oh wait, the smoke detector's going off here. We got to deal with that.
Oh gosh, yeah.
All right, have a lot of fun today, but we got to have more fun because we're going to get one of our most legendary guests of all time. Clickbait Wrestling in the house again. What do you have for us this week?
Chilling, man. I got my mobile phone. I'm ready to play some mobile games. Let's go.
Sick. Hope you get some good pulls.
You know it, baby. I'm dropping big dollars.
What do you got for us?
Playing the free games for poor people.
Definitely. What do you got for us this week?
Look here, real quick. I know a lot of people are kind of throwing out the confetti because the tag team of Rob on Wheels and Super Blind Man, aka the Short Bus Express, I'm not getting that hyped about it as of yet because they've done this before where they acknowledge Phil's bad behavior, but then a couple weeks later it's like, here you go, Phil, all forgotten, you know, here's some money, you know. So I'm not about to start patting him on the back and like, good job, little Timmy. Like, no.
Yeah, me either.
Seeing is believing, so y'all can talk a lot of hot shit on the Twitter. That's not impressing me.
Agree.
Yeah,
and also back to y'all was saying about him digging out the death face.
Yeah.
That was good on paper, but you gotta remember this is Phil. So if he did find it and tried to scam that as a new thing, it would come with an edict because you already know the mask is going to cover up my face, guys. I won't be able to say the gameplay, guys. I won't be able to put on the gunner glasses, so get scammed on that one. So I don't know if the mask, it'll probably be like the Sonic hat, like he'll try to bump it up to a higher tier. That's a whole full mask, and Phil's already a baby just putting on a fucking hat.
Or headphones.
So,
headphones are too much.
Or headphones, headphones and chicken on the bone is too much for him. A whole mask that covers his entire gouty face? Oh no, that's not happening, because you gotta see Phil. You gotta see him in 1080p at 60 frames per second. So
not on that webcam.
Can't cover up that Adonis.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Remember, the webcam's only 480 though, so the webcam until he gets an upgrade.
Well, listen,
of course.
His camera lens is really small, so no bigger the lens, better the camera.
Good point.
Remember that.
Good point.
Also, Mr. Sam, answer your question. The reason why WWE champion thing, the WWE champion, the reason why he's been doing it for so many years, because it's the only thing with an online presence where people will actually listen to him.
Yeah.
Think about it. He does the guild thing. Like, by him being a whale there, you kind of ipso facto have to kind of respect him because he's a whale.
True.
Then they also have to kind of tolerate him as well. And it's the only place online where no one's laughing at him. It's the only online source that no one is treating him like a joke. So, yeah. That's why he loves it so much, because he can go there and no one's saying, hey, Phil, how's the gout?
Yep.
How's your fat wife? Or did you beg for DoorDash? I'm pretty sure none of that happens on his champions forums. So it's the only place online where he can go and feel like a person.
Yeah.
At least in his deluded mind.
Yeah, and that would be.
You know what?
Go ahead, Sam.
I was going to say, I forget there's a, potentially a separate community that we don't really see. Yeah, that's all really. Yeah.
And they don't laugh at him because they can't, because he's a whale. They need him.
Yeah,
so they're gonna treat him the nicest as possible, or at least for that matter, just tolerate him.
Yeah,
you can't get that nowhere else.
Yeah, Phil's the belle of the ball in that game. If you think about that, look where his spending is. I mean, he's in the top 0.111% of everybody.
Yeah.
So they have to respect him. So they have to.
There's potentially, I mean, in their their marketing, they say there's like 35 million players or something like that, which sounds crazy, but whatever. But yeah, like if it feels like number 48 or whatever it is out of that many people, then man, this that's a serious player. That's one to be taken seriously.
Not one to fuck with.
Just quickly going back to the Rob on Wheels thing. Like, I mean, I don't know if this has happened before. Presumably, after what you said, maybe it has happened before, where they've kind of turned on
him.
Right,
him and Super Blind Man have several times acknowledged that Phil was doing some shady or fucked up shit, and he'll answer accordingly. But he'll go right back to it, and they'll go right back to giving him money. Because just like in the tweet today, he stated. Nothing's changed on his end, even though every damn stream I've changed, guys. So which one was it? Did you change, or has nothing changed?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Was like he was very quick to kind of turn it around and say, this isn't something I've done, which is this is very DSP. What was it he said? You've been pretty nasty to me lately. I hope things get better for you and wish you the best in life. You know what I mean? Like it's very, very quick to kind of
it's such a baby. Yeah, it's such a baby response. Like, sorry. I want to make sure nothing's changed on my end. So clearly the same thing with that bullshit about Rambo and Howard. Not on my end. It's all on their end. Such baby.
So real quick, fuck Phil with his passive aggressive insults. Like, it's just like every time someone comes with a criticism, he goes straight to the mentally ill. So, something's wrong with him. No, he can see that you're a fucking loser. His legs don't work. His face and eyes and all that shit still works, Phil. So he can see that you're an asshole. But all of a sudden, everybody got a mental problem when you critique him. It's like, you know what, Phil? Fuck you, dude.
Yeah. But all right, clickbait.
You and your mother.
On that note, we'll let you go, clickbait. Another good stuff. Another good call.
Real quick, one more thing.
Definitely.
Let's not forget, we're talking about would he be playing champions during his wedding? Of course he did, because he spent half the other time arguing with people online on his wedding day.
That's
of
true.
course he was playing champions.
Yeah,
you silly gentleman. Of course he was.
Another
time with his wife? What are you, fucking stupid?
Spending time with her? What are you, nuts? All right, clickbait. Good stuff,
that's
man.
For people that actually love their wives. Fuck out of here.
I'll let him go on that. That was awesome as usual. Clickbait, bringing in the heat. Let's go to another voicemail. Haven't been there in a while. And here we go.
Which detractor would Phil watch if he was not the target? So let's say, for example, that the detractors are not targeting DSP, they're targeting some DSP clone or some streamer like him. Who would Phil like to watch? Who would his favorite detractor be? I'm going to say someone kind of mainstream like Soma Julius Cruz. What do you think?
Okay, that's an interesting question. Sam, the question is, who would DSP follow if which detractor would Phil follow if the subject of the detracting was not Phil, basically?
That's a fucking great question.
Yeah.
I really like that.
So my thought, let me get my thoughts first this time. My thoughts on this is Phil is so mainstream. So he likes only the biggest of the big stuff. So Phil doesn't like anything niche, right? So like he's only one, like he would like when Tevin was around, was the main guy, he would like Tevin, right? Like that would be his dude. But who would he like nowadays is the question, because Tevin's not around anymore. Like I don't think I don't think anyone's like a big enough person for Phil to really enjoy them. Phil likes everything huge as shit only, right? He's very mainstream.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I like, I like Ex Mortis is a good one. You're right. I don't think he's not going to be watching like Steve of the Dead.
Yeah.
He absolutely fucking should, but he
won't.
Yeah, Ex Mortis is good because he kind of borders on the, he does the occasional little digs here and there, I guess, but he's more kind of, just documenting what's happened.
Yeah.
So he probably, it's like I said, like he should, when he's doing his React stuff, he should be reacting to Ex Mortis's stuff, not the whatever it is he's been reacting to recently. It's gone out of my head.
Yeah, that's a good point. What he really how Phil would enjoy YouTube is like literally like those like React videos will be like his main watching, I bet. Top 10 craziest underwater sea creatures. Phil will be like, all right, cool, I'm into this. Like those kind of videos that get like hundreds of millions of views, Phil will be on those. Like a boomer uses YouTube, like they don't have an account. They kind of just like go to suggested and like just do that. That's what I think Phil would do personally.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, Secret Limited. That's another one, maybe. Because he's again, it's quite a big account. It gets a lot of views. Yeah, so maybe.
Oh, Secret Limited put out a new video, by the way. I did not watch it yet, but has been
watched
released.
Yeah, I need to get to it. I was excited for it to come out yesterday, and I've only caught like the first 2 minutes of it today. So yeah, I think I might watch that after this.
Yeah, I gotta watch it. Definitely, amazing editor he is. So let's get to some more calls. Cosmic Ape in the house. Question or comment? The floor is yours, my friend.
Okay, how do I sound? Not too loud, not too quiet.
Sounds good to me.
All right, beautiful. Well, one thing I want to start off with is the closet.
Yeah.
With the death face thing. I don't think that's happening. Anything related to Project 7 and quote unquote monetizing something John and Howard related, he's gonna back away. That's not happening.
Okay.
I don't think he's got anything. He's not doing that.
Fair enough.
And then another thing that I was watching the Meerkat stream from a few months ago, and one thing that Meerkat brought up that just absolutely killed me. Any sort of criticism when it comes to Phil is we wish death on him.
Yeah.
If he begs for tips, it's, I can't eat with my wife. You guys owe me this. I'm owed at least one meal with my wife, and everybody wishes death on me. It is the funniest thing to me. When it comes to Phil as a lol cow, he is one of my favorite on that merit alone. But when it comes to his dream coming up, I've got no hopes for it. He's too afraid of anything, or excuse me, he's too afraid of everything to do anything crazy or to set off his pay pig. So he's gonna do as such a clean and sanitized little closet stream or whatever he wants to do, and I've got no hope for it.
Well, I think we're with you there, but he does have to have something in there, right? You literally think it's just nonsense, like old systems and stuff?
I don't know. He's too afraid of anything to do more than what we'd expect. If it was a death face thing, he would put it on anyway. So there's like nothing there. There's nothing there for him to like put on as a goal.
Yeah, we should say that Phil did yesterday, by the way, kind of say he's kind of like, I'm not sure how good it's going to be. Kind of statement did come out yesterday, which is worth noticing. Maybe he was thinking he would prepare something, or because like he put this out there so confidently, right? He's like, oh, closet streams. Like, yeah.
Of course, that's what he did with the whole Elden Ring or any game is coming up. Hype. And the moment it's about to hit, he just, starts downplaying it.
Yeah, it's like, well, you got to have something here, man. This is your call. No one asked for this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. That's, that's
oh, go ahead.
It's typical Phil, though, isn't it? Really, like, because he relies on new releases so much to pull in viewers that, he'll big something. With Elden Ring, that's perfect example. He spent a whole fucking week bigging it up, going over the whole series, and then you get to it, and he, even he probably realized, well, this is just going to be me playing a game. At the end of the day, it's not going to be anything special.
Of course,
yeah.
It's never his fault either.
Well, that's for sure. Yeah.
Going back to the to be like super nitpicky about the death face thing though, I'm not like massively up on like early to mid DSP.
Okay.
But the death face thing in Project 7, didn't that only that particular mask, didn't that only come out in like the couple of videos before John and Howard got involved with it?
So
maybe
Phil took care of it.
Yeah, so like, because there was like 1 or 2 episodes where it was literally just him talking to himself, wasn't it? Basically,
Yeah.
And then the episode 2 or 3 or whatever it was, like the production value went up, and it became a whole different thing. So maybe the death face thing, is kind of removed from them in a way.
Enough for
assuming
Phil.
it still exists.
I guarantee you that.
All right, cool. Cosmic Game, good stuff, man. I'll let you go. Thanks, man.
Thank you, guys. Have a good one.
Awesome stuff there. And yeah, the world still wonders what will be in that closet. We're going to find out on Saturday. And also, oh, by the way, I forgot to tease. We're going to tease our guest for Sunday as well. Little special episode this Sunday we're going to get to. So hopefully you're ready for that one. On Sunday is going to be a fun episode for sure. But it's time for a voicemail here. Let's go.
I just wanted to get your thoughts on the Cleaning the Closet event this weekend. I can't think of a better waste of a Saturday. At least his other events had some form of entertainment, like his reactions to John and Howard, or a video game that was playing in the background. This is just going to be a steady shot of him digging around in the closet. I feel for the restreamers this weekend. I really do.
Pixel Guy Sean coming in hot. Perfect timing there. He wants to know our thoughts about the closet event. So, Sam, I guess, what are your thoughts about the closet event?
I think, cause I caught the beginning of it. I think he summed it up. He summed up my thoughts on it. What better way to waste a Saturday? And that's exactly how I feel. We're all like, it's one of those things where it's like, God, this is my life. This is the sort of thing I'm looking forward to. Some guy in across in another part of the world cleaning out his closet is going to be the biggest thing we've all had to look forward to in a while.
Yeah, it's gonna be. This is a tough one. Like the Howard Rambo, I was legitimately excited. Like I was like, man, this could be. Phil has a lot to answer for, and it's gonna be cool. But this is like the opposite of that. There's no expectation of what's in there. We know it's not gonna be anything cool. We know he's gonna be nonsense. I'm sure like Jasper's gonna get in the way, so we get 5,000 hours of baby talk with Jasper. I don't want to shoot myself. I literally have to turn it off. If I'm watching DSP and he goes to the baby talk, I'm out. That's why I couldn't watch Stray at all. What are you doing, Jasper? You're so silly. It's like, oh my God, I don't talk to baby like this. What is this? Anyways.
Yeah, it's I can't take that stuff. I don't think I caught any of the Stray streams.
Oh
actually.
God, you're lucky.
Maybe that's the reason.
That's definitely the reason. The Stray stream, best game in the history of the world. Apparently, currently, according to Phil, of course. You should have saw the wrap up of that game. Tears involved. Whoa.
That's the only part I did see actually was the tears. Ugh.
I mean, it's cool to be into games and stuff. That's totally cool. Being emotional about games.
Yeah.
Awesome. I've been emotional about games before. But let's get real. Stray's a cool game, but it's not. I don't know how like deeply it made me think about crying. You know what I mean? It's like it's a cat, and like it's cool. It's a cat. It's cute. But come on. Anyways, there wasn't even like I don't know. All right, I'll drop the subject about Stray. Let's get a regular in the house here. Nice to talk to DJ Runo again. How you feeling, my friend?
Hello guys, how are you doing?
Yep.
Good man.
So I had a question because Phil now fully embraced the level 1 stuff, right? With his level 1 podcast, the mission 1 thing.
Yep.
I think he's more of a tutorial guy because he said himself that he is learning and that's what you do in a tutorial instead of mission 1. My question to you guys is, what would it take Phil if he would ever get to it, reach level 2?
Okay, level 2 would require more income on the more regular income, I think. So like what that means is if he gets like guaranteed $100 a day, then he could start like he can't deny like some stuff he denies now because it's too expensive, right? Like literally you get it every day. So like, all right, man, you know what I mean? Like at some point he would reach level 2 from how much income he has. Like he can't deny stuff like he does now. You know what I mean? That's what I think. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not thinking big enough, obviously, but because my mind went to figuring out how to set up actual scenes on OBS.
No, that's too much. Don't ask about that.
That was where my mind went. Yeah. but yeah, I don't know.
Well, I would think of it in my head as the end boss of level 1 is actually telling the truth for once, and he's gonna fail at that forever.
That's true. Yeah, that's a good point to put. That's a good metaphor. Like saying the truth about some stuff, right? That's the hard part. He only does the truth when he has to, and the truth about this WB Champions is never going to come out. I mean, let's get real. It's not going to come out unless he has to, which could be. Which let's get real. What are the possibilities of him saying anything about this? It's going to be in the future. Real financial distress comes, and he's like, "All right, guys, I'm going to be honest. I have an addiction to this game. I need your help." That's the only way he's going to talk about it. Is when he can say that, like, I need your donations more because I'm addicted. Like the depression thing. Pulls it out when he needs it, right? That's what I think.
I can't imagine it ever happening, but yeah, I think, there's something he should be doing for sure. Definitely.
Well, if he's ever going to admit to that, you can 100% definitely be sure that he is going to cry while doing it.
Oh God, yeah. Oh yeah, that's guaranteed. That's no question about that. Getting close to the truth gets Phil emotional because it's just such a rare spot. But all right, Bruno, anything else?
No, that's it.
Awesome stuff, man.
Have a nice evening, guys. Bye.
You too. Thanks so much, man. Yeah. And he, Phil runs away from emotion that's his first choice, is running away from it. As in, if you ever watched a heartfelt moment in a game, Phil can't shut the fuck up about it or shut the fuck up about stupid jokes. That's the worst part of his old playthroughs, is like when it's a real kind of emotional moment where you could tear up. Phil just like, oh my God, look at her tits. Yeah. Like literally that's like kind of better than Phil did. Phil would be like, oh my God, look at her ass. That kind of stuff. Like anything to not touch emotion, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but then on the flip side, like when he does cry, he has to mention it. He can't just let it happen, sort of thing. He has to be like, "Oh, I'm tearing up like a baby," and like makes a big deal out of it. I've been watching just as an aside, I've been watching a bit of Maximilian Dude, going back through his FF7 remake playthroughs, because he's played it about 3 times, I think.
Yeah.
For various reasons, and he because he's like his favorite game ever, so he will legitimately tear up. But it's just you can tell it's just a guy that's passionate about what he's doing, tearing up about something, and it's not made a big deal of. It's just it's just what happens. But with Phil, it's because it's such a strange thing to him, he has to kind of make it into this, look at Phil's crying, look at me sort of thing.
Yeah, it's so doesn't make you feel like, usually when people tear up, like dudes playing games, it's like kind of like a cool moment. But Phil was like, oh God, I just want this to be over. And it's Stray's cool, a cool game. I want to reiterate that. It's an awesome game. But just when Phil, just like everything else, when Phil cries, it's kind of like, oh, what's going on? It just doesn't feel the same, It's like, Jasper, get in here. Close the door. Don't let Jasper out. That's what he's doing mentally, Shut the door. We need Instagram video pictures. Anyways.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the Twitter thing, it's with the using GIFs, it's kind of, it's all right for everyone else, but when it's Phil, it's just like, what are you doing?
Yeah, it's
a bit of I don't know.
Let's get to our next caller here. Stray Beans. Nice to see so many repeated people. That's what I love about this show. Every week it's a cool hangout with some new people every time, I'm sure, but a lot of return people too. I see you guys in chat too. Thanks so much, guys. And Stray Beans, it's nice to have you in here with us again. How's it going?
Yeah, good, guys. Thanks for having me back.
Yep.
Hey.
I saw an awesome video about Phil in the week by a guy called Detractor, so I want to shout him out. And it was kind of like the greatest hits from like prior to the move to Washington and just after the move. It was when Phil was like a real asshole. So that's a great video. So anybody out there, they should watch that.
Okay, can you say the name again? Because I think I know who you're talking about. Who is it again?
Decepticon, I think is how it's pronounced.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've seen those videos, and they are good. They're old school.
Yeah, really well edited. And there was one section of it where Phil is like They call me the king of hate because my entire life I got hated on. At school, people hated me. In the fighting community, people hated me. Every job I've ever had, people hated me and didn't give me a fair shake. So when I hear that, that makes me think that the problem isn't the external thing. It is you, Phil. You're the common factor in all those areas.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, think about that. That's what it is. The king of hate.
So, yeah.
If you think, imagine making that your whole persona. Like, there's so many stories about the king of hate, by the way, that have been like changed with time. You know, like I embrace the hate. People hate me, so that makes me a better, fighting game player or whatever. That was the original story, right? Stray Beans, what was that? I think that was it, right? Like, I embrace the hate.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I embrace the hate.
I remember, like, he was working at Best Buy, and he got fired from Best Buy because he took, like, too many PS2s or PS3s or something like that. And I'm sure that's part of the story is totally fucked up. I'm sure he did other stuff, and that was like, he was told not to do that or whatever.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And then I think, like, part of the helicopter job was like his dad got him the job.
Mm-hmm.
When his dad quit, he was fired like almost instantly, right?
Yeah.
So I think he didn't have this protection net. So anyway, that's just background. The question I want to ask is, we've talked about Phil potentially getting a job, but I want to know, what job would he actually be able to be successful at? What could he succeed at?
Okay, so this is
because
go ahead.
Because if it's anything to do with other people, I don't think he would be able to be successful. I think he would just fucking cause massive problems, and he couldn't be successful in that job.
Yeah. So we have to find a job with, like, so realistically, Phil, we talked about it before. What kind of job would he be? I think my favorite answer is like gym coach, but let's get real. We know he couldn't actually do that job. So let's kind of think about a job he could actually do. And I think you're right, Stray Beans. It has to be something like, Amazon picking the stuff from the shelves, that kind of stuff. Like, you don't have to deal with anybody, and that would, like, just get in your mind and do your work, and that might be fine with Phil. But, like, anything with people, it's out. You know that, Sam.
Yeah, I think we did talk about this like way back on like episode 1 and 2 of the podcast. I think anyway, but and I can't remember what I said. I think I think we determined it wouldn't be this, like you say, it wouldn't be anything customer servicey.
No,
I think it'd be more kind of. Well, I struggled, and I think my answer was toll booth attendant or something. But
that's way too low though. Like, Phil has to, like, if we're talking about this really, he has to accept it and be kind of proud of it, or he'll never take it either, right? Because, like, he's gonna want to be proud of it, like. So it's tough. It's tough to find a job he's proud of and can actually do. That'd be the tough thing. I have no idea. I don't think it exists, Stray Beans, to be honest.
Yeah, no. Like, if he had to go to a physical place and interact with the same people every day, he would find ways to piss them off and cause problems
and complain. The typical, like,
and complain.
And how he complains about getting fired and stuff. It's like, so, like, obviously, like, they did something crazy. Like, they thought I was doing such a good job. I was the best employee of all time. They were making a statue of me in the front. I couldn't believe it. They're halfway through building the statue, and then they laid me off. I was like, what the hell? It's like, okay.
I think with the helicopter thing, the story was always, they were putting me on some management thing because I was so good and blah, blah, blah. And then I think it was like 7 years later, like, he dropped a little bit of law, which was like, oh no, my dad retired. Then like a month later, I was laid off. And I heard that, and it's just like, oh, fucking of course. With the dad's not there to protect him, and he's just given, he's shown the door.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like, Stray Beans, awesome stuff again. I'll let you go, man.
No worries. See ya.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, awesome stuff there. And I think that's a good point. Like, when your dad leaves, you kind of less reason to, all right, well, first reason we can, remember to get rid of this Philip character, and then it's like, all right, well, we got to make layoffs, guys. All right, he's gone. But yeah, the Phil's, that's a great watch if you've never seen it, how Phil explains how somehow they made they made this crazy wrong decision of laying him off when he's like, was the best employee in the history of the company or something. It's pretty funny. Yeah. It's pretty funny.
You just know he'd be like the ultimate, like, workplace Karen. Just kind of, reciting the contracts. Whenever something happens that he doesn't like, just
Yeah.
You know how he always likes to go into like the legal stuff. You know, you can't do this because the law says such and such, and he'd just be exactly the same in like an office job or something.
Excuse me, guys, it's supposed to be printed on A4 letter.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah.
Letter. Thank you. Ugh. All right, let's get to another voicemail here. Here we go. This is from The Real Down from the Rafters. So we know we're talking with Phil here. So get ready.
Oh.
If this is true. If this is to be believed. I can't promise that. Just what they say. It's what they claim. And it's not playing, so hold on. You still with me here, Sam?
I'm still there.
Okay, well, make sure my internet's not down or something. Come on. Here we go.
Hey, what's up, ALT? Long time listener, first time caller. I just wanted to get your thoughts, or I guess your opinion, on this more recent wheelchair uprising on Twitter and DSP's sort of response to it. Do you think that, because I haven't really checked the spreadsheet, so I don't know if Rob has been recently consistently tipping, but I do wonder if Phil has sort of been emboldened to reply the way that he has to Rob and Super Blind Man, because they haven't been donating as much. So yeah, just nice calling in.
Awesome, good. First message here from this person. They're asking about Rob on Wheels nonsense that happened today, with a little bit of an uprising in terms of Rob on Wheels not being happy with Phil, and Phil actually coming back. Yeah, the wheelchair uprising was the wording they used. And it's a good question. I want to see the last time that Rob on Wheels has donated, because as this person's asking, is Phil more brave about not caring what they say because they haven't donated in a while? So that is definitely worth checking up on. Let me see.
I did wonder that, because he, to anyone else that wasn't a normal, that wasn't, to anyone else that didn't regularly tip or whatever, he wouldn't even give you the time of day. But, he's got to kind of beat around the bush a little bit and play a little bit nicely with people like this.
Yeah, I mean, but let's get, okay, so here's the numbers, thanks to Piece of Peace. By the way, Piece of Peace retiring, by the way. Still the news in the Detractor sphere. Piece of Peace is not doing the stream anymore right now. But, sometimes people need a break, so might not be the goodbye forever, guys, so just keep that in mind. But right now they're taking a break. Let's respect them. Rob on Wheels has donated a total of $893 to Phil. The last tip he's ever done was on the 19th of this month. So that is a scant 9 days ago. So we can't say that he hasn't donated recently, because a week ago he did. I can't tell you if that was a huge donation or all that nonsense, but I can tell he did donate 9 days ago. Only Iced Coffee, on the other hand, has not donated since last year. So
under that name,
yeah, that's worth saying too. But that's pretty crazy, these amounts that people have donated, by the way. I don't look at this thing that much, and I'm looking at the amounts like, oh my, wow, that's a lot. Some people have donated a lot of people to Phil. That's cool. One Minute Man is up to almost $9,000. So, wow, good job, 1 Minute Man.
I think the Piece of Peace revelation is kind of hit chat hard. I don't know if everyone knew about that.
Sorry about that, chat. Yeah, I didn't want to be the bringer of bad news, but yes, on the Kiwi Farms, there was a little nonsense, and Piece of Peace has said he is retiring for the moment. I don't want to be. I wish I wasn't the person telling you this. I thought you guys might know this already. I am sorry to tell you this, but it appears. Let me get the screenshot so you guys can see this. It is public. I don't want to share text messages, like Phil does. It is private. It is a public post. So
got to paraphrase, don't we know?
Yeah, I got to paraphrase. Don't want to be like Phil. But where is it? Here it is. I will show you real quick. Oh no, it's just text, guys. So I guess I can read it for you though. I'll read the first I'll read the last. I'll read the one paragraph that matters. Okay, here we go. I'm about to read the whole thing. Here we go. It says, I initially decided that once this DSP shit was no longer fun, then it is no longer worth doing. Now I am at that point, And the fact that I even went through the effort to type this autistic fucking post just proves this to me further. Anyways, it's been real. Peace. And I cut out a lot of that, obviously. But if you want to, go check it out. Kiwi Farms has the post that Piece of Peace said that. So sorry about the bad news, guys. I don't want to be the bringer of bad news, but apparently I was. Piece of Peace is legend. He was on our show. Second guest of our show, I believe. And yeah. Sorry about that, chat.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss the streams. He was a unique content creator.
Definitely. Let's get to another voicemail here. We're going great.
Hello, guys.
Non-stop.
This is the first time I will be sending a question like this. Sorry for my accent. English is not my first language, but here it goes. Do you guys think that DSP sees himself like a Maximilian dude, but with less luck? It's been very interesting because DSP has been citing Maximilian in his last 2 streams, I think. And if we make a funny comparison, Maximilian is like a Mario in life, and DSP is like the complete opposite. He's like a Wario in life if we compare him to Maximilian. So what do you guys think?
Awesome. Good question there. So Sam, the question is, does Phil, in Phil's mind, is Phil equal to Maximilian Dude, but Maximilian Dude just got lucky?
Wow. I think that's bang on, actually. Yeah, I think that's exactly how Phil thinks.
Yes.
Because, you know, I've been, ever since we started this podcast, I've been saying I've been working on a video, and that's kind of one of the things I bring up in it, is that, you know, there's a certain content creator that's parallels Phil's journey, shall we say. It's almost startling how kind of similar their paths were up to a certain point, and then and their interests as well. You know, they're both sort of fighting game community members, and but yeah, and they kind of started around the same time with the content creation, etc. But yeah, but no, you know, Max wants it. You know, he wants to be what he is, and Phil, he's not willing to put in the work. You know, I think that pretty much is, you know, putting it, you know, as simply as I can.
Yeah,
you know, Max is what Phil should be, and you know, I don't know if he could be exactly, but he could be something close to what Max is. And
yeah, the key.
Phil should.
Go ahead.
Sorry, just to finish off. Yeah, Phil should aspire to be more like Max, or he should take notes for sure.
Yeah, the real key is, like, important thing worth noting is, like, just trying or wanting to try is not enough, right? To make content that a lot of people want to watch on the internet, right? I mean, a lot of people work just as hard as Maximilian Dude, and for some reason don't make it, you know, to have real following, right? And that's just part of the deal, right? Some people have a good personality for it, some people don't. So Phil, though, has the double negative of he doesn't have the personality for it, and he doesn't have the drive for it, right? So to be in 2022, right? So let's get real. In 2013, his work ethic was enough. You know what I mean? It was, because he was the only one doing it. He was top 10. He was literally in the top 10 of YouTube, like, all-time views at some points back in the days, right? And that what he was doing was the amount of work he's doing today, which was enough. But Phil will be only lucky enough to watch Max now, and just, I bet it's got to be sad because, like, first of all, Max is the kind of personality that you want to watch do games, right? He's having fun, and he plays in a way that you can, you know, Maximilian, I don't care about fighting games, so it's not like my kind of content creator dude. I'm not subscribed to Max, but I can still see instantly Maximilian Dude is having fun. He wants the viewers to have fun. He does what it takes to make sure that happens. He also is like, what do my viewers want to see? I'll make that video. It's not like, it doesn't feel like there's a you know, underlying target for Max, even though we all know there is, right? Maximilian wants to get donations and subscribers too. But Maximilian is the normal person that doesn't remind you every 5 fucking seconds, you know? That's it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He's just, he's just like every other streamer, you know. accept, but the difference is, he actually likes what he's doing and is willing to put the work in.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like I say, Phil should literally watch some of his stuff and take notes, because like I say, they're both into fighting games, and so Max, that's his bread and butter, but he'll pepper in, presumably, I don't know how often, but he'll pepper in other playthroughs here and there, but it's stuff that he's genuinely passionate about. Rather than just like, I don't know, I could be completely wrong, but I'm guessing he doesn't play every single new release in the way Phil does.
No.
So he's doing it sort of the reverse of what Phil's doing. It's like fighting games for the most part, and then whatever it is, like Phil will do, the Friday night playthrough of something, but it's just kind of backwards in Phil land, and I think it should be the reverse. It should be like, fighting games are his niche market, and then the other things every now and again.
Yeah, it's like, and Maximilian, dude, like, you go there for him. Like, I know that he probably got all his first viewers from like, oh, this guy's playing fighting games, let me check it out. But then he has what Phil wants, right? Like, you stay there because Max is a cool dude, you want like watch him play games. He doesn't have to. He's not a slave to new releases like Phil is, because there has to be hype from other places, because Phil provides no hype. Let's get real. Phil can provide 0% of the hype. It has to come from outside sources. That's right.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
But Maximilian, dude, can have his viewership because he doesn't need to rely on outside sources for his hype. He provides it naturally himself, which is one thing Phil, no matter how much he tries to change things, can never do that. Unless, he'd surprise me if he could. But let's get to another call here. We are running down. There's 10 minutes left, guys. I'm going to put a last call on the voicemails in the next 1 minute. So if you have a last second chance to get the voicemails in there. We have been consistent tonight. Lots of calls, lots of voicemails. Awesome stuff. And we got a call here from Yandere Maiden. Are you there? Question or comment? What do you got? Nothing yet.
Oh, okay. No.
There we go. How's it going?
Oh, it's going good. Great show, by the way.
Awesome.
Real quick, I just wanted to, I guess it is a question. Do you think he's gonna come to the point where he's gonna become like actively more toxic towards his chat? Because in this weird way, like, it's actually beneficial for him to do that, because he has such a strange, like, angry parent dynamic with his chat. Because like the mask has been slipping off recently because money dictates his mood.
Oh yeah.
So like the longer the tips are low, like he just starts lashing out like at everything. He's just a grumpy old man. But then like he does this because they see he's physically miserable and they reward him with the money for it. Like, oh, it's okay, Daddy Phil, here's $10. I'm sorry this terrible stuff is happening to you.
Yeah, it's like that's one of the weirdest things. Like, if you show someone else that's not in this universe, watch a Phil stream in those moments, like, what are we doing? We're watching an older gentleman. I'm in my 30s too, so I'm similar to Phil, but I'm not making fun of his age. I'm saying he's an older gentleman that is miserable. What other streamers in the world are literally miserable? And it's just funny
in every aspect.
It's just like crazy. It's crazy to think about it, right? I try to remind everyone of the real world. Like, we're in this vortex, and we're used to Phil being miserable, complaining, but that's so not normal. You know what I'm saying, Sam?
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's what kind of makes a lolcow, isn't it? That's the reason we all watch. Well, one of the reasons we watch. That's a common theme, isn't it?
Yeah.
You got to say, I don't know much about many of the other ones, but they never seem happy.
Yeah, it's not like a chore. Like, it's so crazy when like what the money is directly linked to how much fun Phil has on the show, and that's the real bottom line of what's an issue about Phil's content that people don't like, and why people get pissed when he's stealing money from people that you would think he really needs it. I guess how I want to say that. Like, Phil makes people think he really needs the money when clearly we know he doesn't. But it even makes it even more ridiculous when he's just miserable, just sitting there like a sad baby. I didn't get my $50 today, so I'm going to be pissed. You know what I'm saying? Like, this game sucks now. The hype is gone. Yeah. This, and then all developers are pissed. This game sucks. It's just like, it's crazy. But any other comments, Yandere? I went off there a little bit.
Yeah, it's just crazy. Like when the person that's been in this chat that has like the crazy names, like Phil's a WWE champions addict, like that comes back pretty much like every fucking stream, and like I think it was the Multiversus stream, but like just the visible disgust that he sounded at his chat. He would like basically shut the fuck up, stop bringing it up. I told you to stop bringing it up. Like, what the hell is wrong with you guys? You're pissing me off. Like,
that's
kind of stuff.
I'd be interested. Now it gets back to your original comment. Is like Phil getting more pissed at his chat, and could that keep going? Yeah, he definitely gets pissed at his chat more than ever because he hates his chat. Let's get real. His chat is not a fun place, and it's a weird place, and Phil knows it. You know what I mean? It's just not.
Oh, he doesn't like those people.
No.
They're just as weird as he is, and he hates putting up with them. He just likes their money.
Yeah,
that's what. It's such a weird dynamic. Like it's so strange.
Yeah,
and like it should be the norm what Rob is doing. So like it's just a weird world that we're in. Like, why is that not the norm? Like, why don't these people actually stand up for themselves? Like say something. Like, you really want to be treated like this? I mean, I guess they like it. I guess it's a kink thing.
It's just some people want to be in positions like that. That's just a fact of life. Some people like to be in that kind of subservient kind of relationship in some way with their content creators. Like, I'm closer to my content creator of my choice. I significantly affect his mood. I mean, that's at least they can say that. And they significantly change how their day is going. You know what I mean? You can't say that about most content creators. Like, it's just, I guess they find value in being able to directly affect the mood of their content creator. And some people like to be yelled at. Some people like to be told what to do. I don't know. There's a lot of aspects to that. But say many comments.
Slayer's just in love with Phil.
Oh yeah.
I guess I'll leave off with that.
That's your good. That's a good drop mic statement there.
Yeah, he's heavily infatuated with him with whatever reason. But yeah, that's all.
Awesome, cool stuff there. But Sam, any comments on that? I mean, just it's kind of like too big to sum up. But any thoughts there?
Yeah. No, just it's a weird one to think about. When you really think about it, like why do these people hang around? But yeah, when you do, ponder it for a second, you're like, yeah, people do like that. There must be a subset of people that are into being told what to do. So yeah. That's the only reason I can see why you would do that, because like I've said a million times, like, what are you getting out of this? And maybe that's it,
Yeah, and the good point. Fifi Fona Slayer admitted in the chat the other day, like he wrote an essay about Phil because he looked up to Phil.
Wow!
Can you imagine that essay? Can you imagine it? Can you imagine being the teacher reading it? Right? Here's the first line. Let me tell you about my hero, Darkside Phil. Darkside Phil was a content creator. He started being a content creator 13 years ago. And ever since then, my life has been changed for the better. Like,
misunderstood genius of Darkside Phil.
Man, can you imagine that? Like, you have to go, like, what's the chapter on detractors, Like, never going to talk about something called detractors. Detractors are people that don't support Phil for some reason. They're also crazy. They all want to kill Phil. They tried to kill him once. They tried to directly murder him by what was the what's it called when you get the police to come? Swatting. Yeah, they directly tried to murder Phil by swatting him. They also tried to kill him they tried to kill him during his wife's marriage that Phil ended up not being able to go to because they were going to murder him.
Oh yeah.
That'd be awesome. I want to see the essay. If you're the teacher in that class, please contact us. What are the chances that you're in the chat? We have 100 and something people watching us. It's got to be there. Teacher has to be here. Slayer's teacher, please. Anyways, let's get back to it. Voicemail in the house here. Tony T has something to say. Let's listen.
You gotta check it. It's your boy Tony. Check this out. So, I just want to piggyback on one dude said earlier about Phil not knowing how to live stream. And that's one of my most frustrating things. Like, when I watch other people, more entertaining people, snort, they know how to flow. I'm really big on flow and letting things just happen. Phil is so lame. He's such a boring loser that yeah, if you bring up any other subject, if anything happens, like what? No, hey, it doesn't have anything to do with my stream. So snort. It's just like, dude, if you went with the flow, that would actually help you build character and a personality. So then you'll be more appealing to people watching. Instead, you're a loser in the snort for it that just lost Rob on Wheels. Big shouts to Rob on Wheels. Hope you stay away from the pig. And much love to that being said, man. Y'all growing. I'm here for it. You know I'm riding along, man. Much love to you.
Awesome stuff. Tony T, awesome message there for us. Glad words of support, Sam. And also saying how he kind of piggybacking on how Phil is a YouTuber, a live YouTuber kind of. What I mean by that is he makes, for the next 2 hours we're doing this. If you'd say anything that's not going in this box, get the fuck out. Lean in manual. And it's just kind of sad how like he doesn't take opportunities to maybe go to new interesting content places when it's so stuck like this is what we're doing for the next 2 hours. No problems with that. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, exactly. Like I've said it, I've said it before. He would be very. It would be good for him to, if he doesn't know what something's about, if his chat are talking about something he doesn't know what they're on about, he would be very, well advised to go away, learn about that thing, and come back and talk about if your chat are into that and want to talk about that, then let them fucking do it, and join in with them, because it'll give your chat a reason to come back and they'll take away, a positive feeling from you, instead of just, this isn't, you're not talking about the game here, get out, you're derailing the stream sort of thing. Why be like that?
If there's nothing, if you think about, if you're a follower of Phil, right? What positive interaction do you have with Phil, except unless you give him money? That's the only way you get a positive reaction out of him, right? If anything else, if you ask him any question that is close to like, he doesn't know the answer, or it's not about the game you're playing now, he's like, why are you asking stupid questions? Come on. It's like such a tough audience, tough place. It's like he puts you to work. You got to study that place. If you know what, you got to say stuff to not piss off Phil in that chat. You got to mind your P's and Q's, because it's a very thin line of content you could talk about, Yeah,
exactly. It's like, I've said before, I'm a massive Red Letter Media fan, and they used to have an offshoot channel called Previously Recorded, where they do gaming streams and gaming videos, and their best stuff was them just streaming, playing some sort of, turn-based game, or one of the games where you can just chat and not pay too much attention to it, and it was just them talking with their chat about like pop culture stuff, and that for me is what makes would make a good stream, is just, it's less about the game and it's more about the vibe you get with the streamer. And he doesn't get that, or he doesn't, he's got no interest in being like that.
For sure. That's a good point we made today. Is like just the non-free flowingness of Phil is something that we talked about a few times today, which is worth mentioning. Part of just another list of things that is unique and crazy about Phil. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Barrett makes a good point. Remember, Phil said like, if you've made, he said that exactly, I think too. Like, if you've made a "this is how you don't play," you've made a threat on my life.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's gonna be in Slayer's essay. First you got to explain this is how you don't play. Like this is how you don't play are montages of Phil playing something not in the way the developer intended, let's say. Yeah, that's Cosmic Ape. That's a great statement right there. And so we got about, it's already past 6. We got to go. But that's a good statement, Cosmic Ape. Phil's vibe is panic, and I think he's always on edge. But it makes sense though, because think about it, you kind of always are. You're constantly under attack by detractors. Your chat is talking about nonsense, or there's detractors in there too. It'd be tough to be chill if you're Phil, to be fair, right? I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah.
Like we the definition of a chill chat here. Everyone's we're on the same team here and having fun trying to make each other laugh. But like if you're on Phil's chat, every other chatter is, detractor saying nonsense that you don't want anyone else to see if you're Phil. So you got to be on your toes here to like, all right, manual, ban.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Well, yeah, you know, I'll happily acknowledge that it must be difficult for him in his day-to-day life, and you know, while he's streaming, it must play on his mind. You know, it must be tough to live with it, but you know, at the same time, it's all on him. You know,
yeah,
that's what it comes down to. If he was just a better person and a nicer person, I think
that's
he wouldn't have half the issues he has.
That's true. But all right, we're past 6 o'clock, so we do have to reveal our guest for Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern. And this is someone called Low Lifes TV. And these are two guys that sometimes talk about Phil, not always. They talk about a lot about hip hop as well. And I'll put a link to their show note, their page as well, because they are kind of newer to the DSP thing. And I do want to put a link to one of their videos about it. So we decided what we were going to do, not to spoil it too much. What we are going to do for this next weekend is me, Sam, and Meerkat are going to explain to them one aspect of the history of Phil and kind of explain the lore behind it and stuff like that. Kind of a fun chat, sharing about Phil for someone that doesn't know about it as much as all of what we do. So we think it could be a good show. Next week, we'll have another one of your favorite detractors. Don't worry, already on the schedule. But for this week, we're kind of go through a little bit down history, memory lane here of Phil's biggest moments to someone that maybe not has heard about Phil's biggest moments. So should be a lot of fun, Sam. What do you think?
Yeah, plus we get to talk about the closet stream as well. So, you know, there's something for everyone.
yeah, that's true. We do have the full recap of the closet. Oh my God, someone just joined the chat room. And Meth Bear, let's see if you get in here in a second. They're the last person by far. I want to get everyone in here. I don't want to leave anyone out. Meth Bear, can you hear us? Looks like you're on mute. You got the last word. Make it quick. Running out of patience, Meth Bear. You're still on mute. All right, Meth Bear. Gonna have to call it, but thanks so much. I tried to get you on here for the last show, but you're still on mute, my friend. So, Sam, any last words?
No, just thanks for the, you know, for listening and subscribing and all the rest of it. You know, we're closing in on that 1,000 subscriber goal. We don't know what we're going to do. Oh, hello.
Oh, Meth Bear's in the house. Go ahead, Meth Bear. You're the last caller. Got to make it quick, though. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes, bright and clear. Go ahead. Question, comment? The floor is yours. Unfortunately, it looks like you're not coming through. So for Meth Bear, call back next week, my friend. I'm sure that was going to be good, Meth Bear. But for Fantastic Mr. Sam, for Meerkat, I am ALTInsider. Keep seeing you Sunday, 1 p.m.
Oh, crap. Here I am. Can you hear me?
Meth Bear's back. Make it quick. Go ahead.
Okay, so one of the things that I was actually pointing out was, I don't know, it's part of what Phil... Actually, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Go.
How am I not coming?
You're clear as day right now. We lost Meth Bear again. I'm going to have to call it this time.
Okay.
Oh, you're here. Last chance.
I am?
Yes, just talk. Keep finish your sentence.
Oh my God. Okay, yeah. So one of the here, Dragon Quest Builders playthrough back September 17th, 2019.
Go ahead.
Nice. Somebody asked him, you know, why don't you ask chat some questions? He's like, that's not how it works. And he actually got pissed off and was saying, like, now I'm going to have to come up with all these questions and I barely have time to, you know, work my ass off, you know, playing Dragon Quest Builders. And it seems like he has this, you know, we all know that he has this rigid one-track mindset of, but I mean, it just seems so natural when you're engaging with chat. If somebody comes up with something, like people would come in the chat and just say, you know, they might just have little things, relationship advice, and you just say, oh, hey, brother, I wouldn't do that. And, you know, people can just start coming back and forth, or, you know, just giving a little life advice or things that you like, or, hey, guys, how about you? What do you think about that?
Mm-hmm.
And it's just inviting things and just hopping on. It can really make things, you know, feel more like a community. And it's not him. He's, you know, center of the universe, Super Mundi, the wonder of the world. And it's just bend the knee at his altar, and that's it. We all know that, but that just shows when it's talking about engaging with chat, it's like, that's not how it works. And it's he just has this mindset, and that's it. He just locked in.
Yeah. It's what other streamer in the world would say that? That's not how this works. You ask me questions. It's just ridiculous Phil stuff. But...
I mean, some of them would just ignore. I mean, some of them are so huge, like XQC. You see him on Twitch, and he has tens of thousands of people in chat.
Yeah.
And you just physically you can't handle it.
Yep.
But for an audience that small, it's bend over backwards. It's like what GTG has said. Is like if people want the platinum vest, you give them the damn platinum vest. You don't put limits on it because you make your clientele, you make your audience happy.
Yep.
Right, and that's what you do.
Yep.
So,
Meth Bear, good final words, my friend. I'll end with that one. You are a legend. Thanks so much. Chat, you are all legends as well. Sam, you're a legend. And we'll see you on Sunday, 1 p.m.